Okay, round 3 at attempting this. I keep getting interrupted, but that is okay. So what we have here is half of my face finished, and I go for a natural look. So I just want it to look like my skin, but you know, a little smoothed out, nicer. And then I use some color on the eye to create some depth. And mascara. So anyway, I'm going to show the process for doing this. So I just started doing this, I don't know, 2 minutes ago, and I was interrupted. So basically what I gotten done was shown you that there are different concealers. So this concealer is lighter than my skin, and then we have a series of concealers that go with everybody's skin. But I use this one for my eyes and this one for my face. So that's 00 for my eyes and 02 for my face, which is a little bit darker, which comes close to matching my foundation, which is Gina Beige for my color skin. So I actually didn't use the concealer. I have some pimples on my skin, but I just used the foundation, and I was happy with the way that that looked, so I left it as it was. So anyway, I used the 00, this one, on my eye. So this is wax based. You rub it in, the Blenderful, rub it in here, and you don't need a whole lot. It goes a little bit, goes a long way. So I put it in a V shape underneath the eye, and then I fill in the eye space, and basically you dab it in to get your color. Just kind of press in, and that gives you a clean palette to work with, and it brightens and whitens up your eye. So that's why you do the V underneath it, to give you just some white space underneath your eyes. So you may have noticed too that we are starting with the eyes, not with the face, and that is because it gives you an opportunity to do your eyes, you know, maybe sprinkle or mess up a little bit underneath, but you can clean that up before you start doing your foundation, so you're not trying to clean up on top of your finished product. So it's different than what I normally do, what I've always done, but I like it, so we're going with it. So we have that done. The next thing I wanted to do is start with the lids. So we have this basically just a fluffy brush, and this is my new palette I just got in today, so I'm changing things up a little bit. I'm going to use this cream boat over the entire lid. So I've actually already done that, but I'll just, I don't know, throw on a little bit more. You go all the way up here to right underneath your eyebrow, and over the entire lid, the entire eye space that you're gonna mess with. So it gives a nice clean starting palette over, I don't know why my nose is itching, but over the concealer. So that's step 1. Step 2 is, I'm having blush. Oh, here it is. Shadow brush problems. I'm going to use this color right here as my mobile lid color. So you're going to go with this over the shape of, like, when your eye opens and closes, that area right there, all the way down. A little bit goes a long way with these colors. So that's only one dip into the color, and that's pretty solid. Okay, so we have our base color. And the next thing we want to do is to create some depth for the eye. So we go in with a darker shade right under the brow bone. So like right here, that's where the bone is. I want to go right there with a darker color. So that color is right here. The top color, which is similar shade, just darker. And I actually have a crease brush for that. And tap into that darker color and create a fairly exaggerated line right there. So you want to go where your brow bone is and a little bit higher. So, and then you create a little V right at the base of the eye and blend that in. and press up against that brow bone because you want to go on the higher side of that rather than the lower side of that. Kitty cat's going crazy. So it looks kind of dramatic right now, but we'll blend it in. And then I like to go back in with the light color right in the center. So we're going to take a brush with absolutely nothing on it. Maybe, if I can find it. Okay. And just blend like windshield wiper style. I'm having a hard time really seeing. I'm not in a perfect location. I don't really have a great place to video yet, so I'm just kind of working my way through it. So the other thing that you want to do is make sure that you don't have any dark color like touching the brow line. You want to keep that bright underneath there. So you can go in with the light and just make sure you got a line there of light. And then you want to start in the corner of your eye, have the light there. It just opens you up a little bit right there. And there you go. And blend. I think they're pretty close to matching. So super simple, you're just giving yourself a little depth in there for the eye. So the next step I'm going to do is actually add a little bit more of the light right there. I don't know if it's a shadow or if it's actually there, but it looks like I got something there. So anyway, some light there. So we have light in the center on top of that lighter color just to make that pop a little bit. And then we have the darker color right in the crease just to give depth to the eye. And then the light underneath the brow, the shape of the brow. Now this one I already have my brow done. I'm going to do the brow on this side. So it won't be a drastic difference, but just a little bit, you'll notice it filled in a little bit more on the edges and just give some more, it'll look more finished. One sec. So I'm going to use the Lottie collection. This was created by makeup artist Lottie. And I'm going to use this darkest color that she has for my brow. So, most all of us, if you don't have it, I don't know, you may want it. It's pretty awesome. I got two things going on here. Brush down. Everybody has a different technique for this, but brush down your eyelid, your eyebrow, and then go in and start where you already have some thickness, because you don't want it to be, you don't want to be going in with like darkness right in the front. You want this to look natural, not like, hey, I just painted on my eyebrows, what about you? So the rule here is that when you use this as a guide, so you're going to want to have your eyebrows start, right? You put it to your nose and go up from your nose, and then your arch should be, if you start at your nose and go over your eyeball, and then at the edge of your eye to your nose, your brows should not go beyond that point, and really your makeup shouldn't either unless you're doing some fancy schmancy winging. So create a little color, try to get your arch to match your other arch, and then you're going to blend this bad boy out so it looks super duper natural by using this. And what you would just brush down, you're just going to brush out. And you're not going to see any stroke lines or anything like that, and it should be fairly even, which my eyebrows aren't incredibly even, but anyway, to the point, right there. Helps frame out your face, just makes you look more finished. I don't do it every day, but yeah, I like it when I do it. All right, so now for this eye, I did liquid eyeliner on the top, and I did shadow on the bottom. So I'm going to do the same thing on this eye, and start with the Perfect eyeliner pen, which is actually perfect. I haven't used liquid eyeliner in a long time, but this thing is pretty amazing. A very fine tip and easy to work with. So what I have learned is if you lay it on your actual lash, it will help guide you, and you can do small strokes. It does not have to be one straight long line. So find the lash and keep it moving. I'm sure you guys have even better tips for that. But anyway, I have a line. The purpose of this is not to have one big streak on your face unless you're doing that, which is totally fine, but more so to have the appearance of thicker lashes. So our next step is going to enhance that look. We are going to use this darker color in this new palette. Just tap into it, and let's see, flick up along the line. So you're kind of like, if you didn't have a perfectly straight line, you're smudging it out, but also it enhances the look of the fuller lash line. So check that out. Pretty cool. So, similar line, what we're gonna do is spray this with the finishing spray, this guy right here, and spray the brush. If you want because I did it for this side, I'm gonna do that. You don't have to do that. It's gonna give a little bit more of a more bold line. Generally, I actually just do it without spraying it, and it's a little bit of a softer look, which I think I might like better, but because I did it on this side, I want to match it on this side. So I just tapped it into that dark brown, the Lottie brown, and carry it over. I really cannot see. There is a makeup mirror that I want to buy. It's called the Reiki mirror. It makes this process easier, but I honestly cannot tell how much I have on. But go bold or go home, right? So I'm gonna put more on there. I blended the corners to make the color kind of go together, both sides. I got it in my waterline, which some people do. I just don't love that for myself. Okay. That works. It's giving you a softer bottom lash line. That's kind of why you don't necessarily want to use the liquid liner unless you're a pro and that's your thing, and I'm sure you rock it. But if you are not confident at all about it, or you just like a softer look on the bottom of your eye, go for the shadow brush to do that, which is, again, that little, where are we, angled shadow brush, which I think is amazing. It helps with so many things. So there we have it. And let's see, I think that's pretty even on both sides. So now I'm going to start I can't really tell if I have a mess there because of the lighting in here, but wipe it up whatever. And I don't know also if you can tell, but I'm much redder on this side than I am on this side. So this should be like a smoother version of my face. And this is a more red and kind of blotchy version of my face. So we're gonna use the handy dandy Blenderful and the foundation and just rub it in there, which it's not really super damp anymore, so it may go on a little bit thicker. If you want a thinner coverage, then you dampen it. If you want thicker coverage, then you don't dampen it, and it just goes on thicker. So what you can do is just dab it on your face and let it warm up to your skin, because this is wax based. So if it's warmer, it's gonna work magic for you. So you can kind of see where I've dabbed it, and then you're just going to tap it in, which I think is called stippling for the fancies out there. I'm working on getting fancy. Just got some time to get there. Okay, this is still going on pretty sheer, which is good for my preference. I didn't put much on my Blenderful in hopes it would stay sheer. Yay! So now it kind of takes that red blotchiness out. Well, it does take that red blotchiness out, and opens up the face. I had this down the middle split, so I should probably blend that together. Anyway. Okay. There we go. And then what we like to do with everything is, one moment. Set it. So if you like the way that it looks like this, it is completely fine to, let's soften that out a little bit. It's completely fine to leave it as it is, but I use this as a setting, and also because I like the look of powder foundation, it's just something I'm used to, I use this translucent powder. So dab in that just a little bit and set over your eyes too, over everything that you want to set perfectly. All right, so do that. And then, boom, blush. So in this right here, I start with this guy right here, which is the bronzer, which we only have one. It's called the Perfect Bronzer because it is. Start at your hairline, at your ear, and go down to your mouth. Pretty much, you don't want to go all the way to your mouth, but that's the motion. You kind of start in your hairline and bring it down, because you don't want to have a straight line. You don't want it to be obvious where you have blush. And then you bring it down your chin, skipping this space in here. And then you want to go up here and just kind of blend it into your hairline. There you go. Okay, I think that looks even. Then, next guy is this, which is actually kind of a highlighter rather than a blush, but I think I love it. Using that space right there. And if you want some more color, which I did this time, this is, hold on, Peachy. This color right here. Super fun color. Just a little bit. Just on the cheeky area. Not all the way up. You don't want to have big, 1980s stripes on your face. But, yeah. Anyway, gives you good color. So then I'll go over that again with the translucent, because I love the translucent and it blends the colors in together and everything, and I don't know, maybe it's an addiction. Okay. All right, and then on my lip. I haven't done my mascara yet, but I'll do it in a second. On my lip, and I've already done it on one side, but this is the nude, the light nude. Let me turn it this way. Enduring lip liner. I'm not sure if you can read that, but anyway, we have different color lip liners. I like this one. It's actually lighter than my skin on my lips. And if you want to fill it in, you can. That's just what I did on the other side, so. Which is what I did on the other side, so I'm doing it this way. You probably did not understand that the first time. And then use, this is Plum Luck, and I love this one. It's number 202. However you put that. And it goes on super sheer and nice. I never would have thought of myself wearing purple lipstick, which is totally what that is. But I also have a lot of pink in my skin, and this kind of lessens the pink. So, I don't know, I kind of dig it. So there we have a full lip. And actually, I'm going to spray the finishing spray before I put mascara on this side. I just want to test it out and see how that works. If it changes the texture of my lashes or anything. But this is the 10 years younger finishing makeup finish. Good gracious, I couldn't say that. This right here. So I'm going to do I did 3 instead of 2, but see how that works. And use this guy right here. And if you put it in the base and kind of shimmer shake it up, it gives you great coverage even on one layer. I generally do 2. This does have fiber in it. It's a fiber lash, and I don't know if you can tell from the angle what it's giving me, but I also use it on the bottom. And you just keep doing layers if you want more. But 2 usually works for me. Gives me enough to feel like I have eyelashes. And it's funny, on the video I can't really see it, so hopefully you can. Alright, so that is my finished look. So even like up in my hairline, you're not seeing makeup lines under my chin. Anyway, but that's finished. Hope you like it. Let me know if you have questions. Everything, obviously you can't do makeup a wrong way. Those are just ideas, tips, tricks, whatever. But however you normally do makeup is absolutely fine and perfect. But if you have any questions about applications or colors or anything, let me know. Our goal here is or mine, is to put healthier stuff on your face, starting with the way that you clean it, all the way through the different products that we used. So there's actually a list of what the products are and what's in the products, and I'm going to post that too, so you can see that, because that's hugely important. And how I got here was basically skincare, and being excited about being able to put out there things that are healthy for you, that are actually effective. That's why I kind of wanted to show you with and without makeup too, because it works. Like it's pretty legit coverage. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks guys.